Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Allen looks to throw on second down. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. When it was 3rd down defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And here now the offense heading back out there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Allen now throwing after the interception. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Robert Lott. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And that was was a young pup, the rookie being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receiver.
And this is caught, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Randy Moss, 36 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now the Giants will line up and go for two. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And, Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jerry Rice, 46 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over, finding some room at midfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Sony Michel, 63 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Elway. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone.
On 2nd down, Elway. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception. Now
a 1st down carry. It's Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Young on third down. Buying time to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham, 39 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Ricky Williams, 51 yards. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And cuts out right sideline. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you just...
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Lynch able to push his way through. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the handoff, Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
New York set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Williams. Skirts by him at the 35. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Famer Sanders. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Green, 39.
On 2nd down, Elway. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
He's going to get it running right. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. Young takes it on the sneak, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Steve Young with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. On the carry, here's Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Over!
They'll run with Barry Sanders across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. This is Sanders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the defenders are getting up off the ground, heaving a sigh of relief. They just held Barry Sanders to a -yard run. But Barry holds the NFL record for most carries for negative yardage. The all-time leader, 1,114 yards lost on his carries. But he balanced it with over 15,000 yards gained when he ran the football.
I think the pros outweigh the cons. And they'll run it here. Room to run past midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's Young on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now Elway. And just like that, it's third down. Man open, Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Williams. They find some open field here. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. Boom, land it.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run with Allen. And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
What immediately flashed through my mind was 3rd and 1. It has to be a physical run. It has to be that physical play. Get what you can. Be your own blocker if you have to. But don't end up losing yardage on that play. That's just an absolute no-no. Can't happen, except we just saw it. It did, and it really changes the course of the game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Young. Man open left side is Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Detroit! Detroit!
First and 10, Young. Wide open, Gronkowski. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
No. Check. Patriot.
Young to throw it. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Back now in Atlanta.
No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Antonio Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Over.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
From the gun, it's Elway. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as hit. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
So here we go. Elway on fourth down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 at the 19. First carry now for Ricky Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. John Randall forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Elway on third and long. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first, they'll throw with Elway. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 2nd and 10. Elway again. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll indeed go for it with Elway. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Jerry Rice, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Elway will throw. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Well, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Now, Barney, Barney. Over.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Detroit! Detroit! We want it. Come to my world. Switch!
They get it off at 1. Elway. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On second down, Williams. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On fourth down, Elway. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56, gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On second down, Elway. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Howie Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On third down, it's Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. No, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit. Over, 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 over. Over, 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 over. Hot, hot.
They're going to try and throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Now Elway on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, 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 Detroit. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Pass.
On second down, Elway. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Elway. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Detroit.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Another run with Sanders. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Patriot. Over.
They run it again with Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Allen. Oh, a nice spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. That will give to the big fullback use check. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll get it up the middle. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Ricky Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning away. And now running right through it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the screen, here's Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Elway to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And captain comeback John Elway, Charles, he's trying to do it again here.
47 regular season comeback victories in his career. But I think the stat that really leaps out at me, 12 times he did it in the playoffs. That's winning time.
And open, it's Moss complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now it's Elway. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a good return here as he takes it up.